Yow! What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a quick little vlog, I guess we'll call it. What's going on today is there is a Brazil versus Argentina show match. This is actually my day off, but of course I'm in here doing work, because that's kind of how I do. There's a Brazil versus Argentina show match. We are not going to be streaming it, but in the natf2.com discussion about this, some people started asking, hey, how come Powah, who is a very famous Brazilian TF2 player, how come Powah is not involved in this game? Well, this game is an all-star vote, and it was put up to the South American community, and they voted these players in, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, this discussion then turned into a discussion of Powah, because Powah has actually been banned in Brazil, and that's always a really touchy subject. There's been some demos showed of Powah in the past on Koth Asheville, where some people, putting on wireframes and then sliding the time scales up and down, and it looked really weird, and there was some kind of odd stuff going on there. But in my opinion, that clip was not hacking. It was not evidence of hacking. And making kind of videos of hacks is always a weird thing, because I've done it before where somebody told me somebody was hacking, and I looked at their video and I turned on wireframe and I was like, how did he know that scout was there? That's hacks. And then I kind of calmed down for a second, and then I checked out some of the other perspectives, and his teammate sees the scout running over there, and there's ample time for the teammate to communicate, hey, there's a scout in the closet. And it's impossible for us to know what's going on behind a player's mind and what's going on with the team communications at the time. So it can be really difficult in these cases. But, also, sometimes there's crazy stuff happens, and sometimes people feel like they have plenty of reason to ban somebody as a hacker. What I'm opposed to is when these decisions get made without any sort of publicity of the actual evidence. Here are the demos that we found that these were the reasons, and these were the suspicious moments that we felt that this player could not have performed those actions without some outside help. And I really feel like that is super important. Another player who was banned in a community in North America is Marissa, who was banned from UGC League. And there was a couple things that I saw, in a match that was like, whoa, that was crazy. But people can do crazy things in TF2 legitimately. So I find it really important. And what we have here today, though, is a clip that was submitted to us for a top 10 a while back. I think it might have been last September. But upon playing it in slow motion, I felt like it was really suspicious. And considering it's from Powah, and that at the time, Powah had just gotten banned from the Brazilian League. At the time, I felt like I should not include this in the top 10 plays of the month. So I want to take a look at this clip, and we'll talk it out, guys. We'll watch this together, and we'll see kind of my thoughts on it, and I would love to hear your thoughts on it. This is a piece of evidence. I find it suspicious, but I'm not saying that Powah is a hacker. I don't believe that. I think it's a possibility, especially after watching this clip, and I will explain the reasons why I find it suspicious. So I've stacked it up 3 times in a row. It's 100%, it's 50%, and then it's 25%. I'm going to talk through it, and then at the end, I might do a little editing and kind of pinpoint some of the moments that come up. So without further ado, let's take a quick look at it, firing it up. So here we go. You see he's pushing in on these soldiers, and pretty good shots on that guy. Comes in and he's just nailing everything. Going after the medic, gets tossed over by the demo man. That is a pretty sick shot. And closing on the demo man, he gets those 2, and then fires immediately and gets that 3rd one for 101. Let's watch that again in 50% motion. What I want you to watch is his crosshair, and as his crosshair adjusts, so you see he clicks and it goes back down, clicks and it goes back down, clicks and it goes back down. And what I find suspicious about that is it goes exactly where he was looking right before he fires. So he's looking there, and then it snaps. That one's kind of weird, but still a weird kind of crossover there. And that is just a good shot. Also on this demo man, watch how quickly after he last reloads he shoots. That's not really a sign of anything. I mean, he's in such close range, though, that it is surprising that he would do that. So let's watch again in super slow motion now, 25%. His soldier already took out the other guy, and just keep an eye on. So he motions his mouse upwards, and it goes immediately back to exactly where he was looking before. I think that shot right there is really weird. I think that shot right there is really weird. Basically, if you were a player and you were tracking somebody and you were moving your mouse around, I find it really weird that you would jerk up like that and then go exactly back to where you were. And that medic shot, again, is kind of a similar situation. That one is just a weird shot, no matter what. And that's kind of a weird tracking shot where it looks like he over aims him, but he gets him. And that's something that, you could just get that with very precise timing and actually just being a boss. You sweep over somebody and you click at the right moment. That's something that's not really too suspicious. And these shots right there too, those are jerky, but it happens. You get kind of jerky, especially in the heat of the moment. But really, the moments that I felt were super suspicious and that I took issue with and were the reason, and this was a tough decision for me, but the reasons why I held this clip back previously and I didn't include it in the top 10 is because of those shots on the soldier and how weird those look. I guess I'll just pull those out and show those to you guys again one more time. And I'm not saying this is definite. I'm just saying this is interesting. This is a kind of a weird looking POV demo. And if you think that Powah is a hacker, then probably you will argue that this is Powah hacking right here. This is Powah hacking. But if you don't think he's hacking, then I'm sure you're not going to say that he's hacking here. So it can go either way. Definitely would love to hear people's arguments. But I feel like this is what should be done anytime a hackusation is made. You need to have a demo, and you need to pull it down in different time speeds and pinpoint moments that you feel are actually sketchy. And this is pure aim. This is not a wall hack hackusation, and wall hackusations are extremely difficult to make and to prove because you're saying you don't know what the team was saying to that player, and also sometimes it's just instinct. Banny, for example, has been under suspicion in the past, but that's just because that's just how damn good Banny is, and he had some crazy deaths and deaths that he did while he was looking in the other direction. So there's no way it would have been a wall hack because you still have to look in that direction. So hope this was interesting for you guys to see, and hopefully it sparks a good conversation, keeps the conversation rolling. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm eXtine. I'll see you next time. Peace out.